So before we get into the recap from today, I'm going to need some help from you guys. I counted 4 strikes in this Yordan Alvarez at bat, so that was the first strike. There's the second strike. There's the third strike, so it should have been strike 3, but no one knew it, and Rich Hill just went back to throwing. Yeah, that was 4 strikes. What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap, the first normal recap in quite a few days. We have Juan Soto making his debut for the Padres. Ohtani got screwed by his Little League lineup, and Gerrit Cole, he screwed himself. Just a reminder, if you're going to any Padre games or just any baseball game in general, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save 20 bucks off your entire order. It also works on concert tickets. Now, this was easily one of the most back and forth games all year. Pittsburgh was saved by 2 big hits from their superstar third baseman, Brian Hayes. Yes, I'm saying he's a superstar. He had 4 RBIs on the night. O'Neal Cruz continues to defy normal human physics. That's 8 home runs and 27 RBIs in 36 games. Now, unfortunately, Pittsburgh's bullpen did blow the lead, so D-Will, he was tasked with trying to hold that tie, but unfortunately, in his first or second relief appearance after they traded away Josh Hader, he gave up a walk-off home run to Bryan Reynolds. Now, this Josh Hader trade is starting to look a little bit weird because they acquired Taylor Rogers and Dinelson Lamet along with 2 prospects, but they just DFA'd, aka released, Dinelson Lamet. And a lot of us were thinking that's going to be a fantastic trade because the Brewers, they're really good at developing pitchers. They can fix Lamet. Well, they DFA'd him, and then Devin Williams spoke out against the Josh Hader trade, and he didn't sound happy.
Devin, just sort of, what was your reaction when this came down yesterday?
I don't really have a lot to say, to be honest with you. I don't know.
So if you're a Milwaukee fan, let me know in the comments. What do you make of that loss to the Pirates, the walk-off home run courtesy of Devin Williams to Bryan Reynolds, and also what do you make of his comments about the Josh Hader trade? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Slam Diego. Brandon Drury, what a start to his Padre career. He now has 21 home runs and 63 RBIs. Yes, he is having that good of a season. A lot of people just aren't talking about him. He brought home Juan Soto after Juan walked in his first at-bat, and the Padres, they did not let up from there. Trent Grisham doubled in Alfaro, and then Machado and Cronenworth, they both left the yard. That was a huge game for Manny because he has been slumping as of late, and Jake Cronenworth, he almost has a 4 WAR on the season after slumping to begin 2022. Blake Snell was disgusting. He struck out 9 Rockies and did not allow a single walk. This team looks godly even without Fernando Tatis Jr., so when he comes back, watch the heck out. So for the remainder of this season, we're going to pair the Padres and the Dodgers together in every single recap because they kind of go hand in hand. They're the 2 top dogs now, and with Juan Soto joining that Padres team, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. Miguel Vargas, he made his MLB debut, and he did not disappoint, as you just saw. He hit the gap for his first career hit and drove home Trace for his first career RBI. Staying with first, he stole third base, and he did so because of this incredible quote. He said that he felt incredible, and he didn't think anyone could stop him. That is an amazing quote from the rookie. He grabbed his second RBI after a close play at the plate, and Urias thanked his efforts with 6 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts, did not walk anyone. He's not even 26 years old yet, and in his last 440 innings, he has a 2.81 ERA and a 9 strikeouts per 9. Craig Kimbrell, he made it tough on himself yet again, but he got his 19 saves. The Padres and the Dodgers, yeah, they're looking really good. Speaking of looking really good, Sandy Alcantara is not only in the mix for the Cy Young, but he might mess around and get some MVP votes as well. So he gets RBIs from Jesus Aguilar and Garrett Cooper, but I need to break down Sandy's start for you guys, okay? So he threw another complete game, this time a complete game shutout. He's number 1 in the NL in terms of ERA at 1.88, and it's really impressive because he leads all of baseball in innings pitched, and it's not even really close. I think he's number 1 by 30 plus innings. So he now has 4 starts in which he has gone 9 innings. That is more than every other team in Major League Baseball, not just any other player, more than any other team. Okay, no single franchise has more 9-inning starts than Sandy has as an individual. That is mind-blowing. That is why he's an MVP candidate. Polar Bear P is going to be known forever, at least to me, I'm going to tell my grandkids about this guy, as one of the most prolific power hitters that I have ever seen. That's home run number 28, and he hits a home run every 13 at-bats for his career, which is borderline Barry Bonds-like. Now, the newcomer, Vogelback, they're calling him the Fridge, I guess. He pummels a grand slam for Chris Bassett, who carved up the Juan Soto-less Nationals for 7 scoreless innings. He came out after that. Michael Gibbons was making his debut for the Mets, and he absolutely got annihilated in his first appearance, he had 5 earned runs, so I'm going to go ahead and just move on because Seth Lugo bailed him out as the Mets, they do come away with a victory. Now, speaking of first appearance, like we just talked about Michael Gibbons, Trey Mancini was making his first appearance as an Astro. If you go back to his days as an Oriole, his first base hit in the bigs was a home run, and now his first hit as an Astro is a home run. So I guess he just really likes the dramatics of having his first hit with a new franchise being a home run. Kyle Tucker had a 2-run double to make it 6-0 for Jose Urquidy, who wasn't Keating around. Okay, I'm really sorry you had to hear that. But he had 10 strikeouts, 0 walks, and 7 shutout innings. He has essentially been the exact same pitcher for 2 years in a row now. I'm going to go ahead and put the stats on the screen. He has been the exact same pitcher for 2 years straight now. So his model of consistency is one of the best in baseball. The White Sox, they need as many W's as they can get after handing their fan base a fat L at the trade deadline. They really only got Jake Diekman. Moncada singles home Andrew Vaughn, and Jose Abreu stays collecting base hits. Only this one left everything. He now has 14 home runs, 55 RBIs after that 3-run nuke. He also leads the league with 118 hits. Bobby Witt Jr., yeah, he did tag Lance Lynn for his only earned run, but Lance Lynn dominated for 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. Hendricks grabbed his 21st save, and the White Sox are sneakily back to 2 games over 500 and 2 games back of the Twins for first place. So let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win that division? Is it going to be the Twins? Is it going to be the Guardians or the White Sox? Let me know. Ohtani, he's been taking a ton of tough L's lately as his offense / lineup resembles more of a AAA team. I'm not even going to be giving that. A AA team. Over his last 3 starts, he has only gotten 1 total run of support. So when Sean Murphy turned into Mike Piazza, it was basically a wrap. I'm really mad that he's not a Guardian. I thought for sure we were going to grab him because he has 25 doubles, 13 home runs, and an impressive 120 OPS plus as a catcher. I am sorry, Halo fans. Even though Ohtani was fairly solid, he left the game with a forearm cramp. He will be good going forward, but your team just really stinks. Ryan McKenna hit a solo shot in the second. That one almost went 440 feet, might I add. Both teams, they were kind of quiet from there. Kyle Bradish, I think that's how you say his name, or is it Bradish? I can't remember. He held Texas to 1 earned run in 5 innings, and then his offense finally delivered later in this one. Chirinos, he charged up on this pitch, and I don't know who Terran Vavra is, but he doubled in Jorge Mateo right before Chirinos and Santander. They put this one completely out of reach. The Orioles are 3 games over 500. They're 54 and 51. A huge tip of the cap to Ali Rutschman, who now has 28 extra base hits, a 127 OPS plus, and a 2.5 WAR in 58 games. This kid has changed life completely in Baltimore. So Sandy Leone, he was just picked up by the Twins, and look at him making an immediate impact. He gave Joe Ryan a lead, and Ryan was nasty. Joe really needed this gem because he's been a bit dodgy as of late. He gets 8 strikeouts in 5 innings, and Correa, he singled home Byron Buxton, and Jorge Lopez, he towed the rubber for the first time as a member of the Twins, and he threw a perfect 9th inning. That's his 20th save of the year, and Michael Fulmer also had a shutout inning as well. That is how you win a deadline. You identify your weaknesses, and you fill those holes. You grab 2 power arms for the pen and 1 more for the rotation in Tyler Mahle. Again, a huge tip of the cap to the Minnesota Twins. Even as a Guardians fan, I can admit that they absolutely won the deadline. Now, speaking of the Guardians, this was the most fun I've had in quite some time. Now, hear me out, because I know it was against the Diamondbacks, but Ahmed Rosario hit one 685 feet for a 3-run shot. He now has a 115 OPS plus and 5 DRS as a defender. Ladies and gentlemen, Ahmed Rosario has been playing like a star. Biebs had some nasty stuff going with 8 strikeouts in 6 innings, while Tyler Freeman, one of my favorite prospects in baseball, got his first career hit. I have been waiting years for him to make his debut. I'm kind of sad that I missed it. Oscar Gonzalez somehow was able to hit this pitch out, and J-Ram singled home Ahmed as Oscar doubled home J-Ram. Yeah, in my opinion, this is going to be a lineup that can do some huge damage for the rest of the year. The Phillies had to answer after getting punched in the mouth the day before, and luckily for Zach Wheeler, who tossed 7 brilliant innings, they got 2021 Nick Castellanos in this game. He barreled up this pitch and sent it 420 feet, giving Wheeler a chance to pick up the W. But the bullpen, they needed to do their job, and they did it. Robertson, he seals it. Not only did he seal it, he dominated with 2 strikeouts. He picked up the save, and that is a big-time W for the Phillies because it came against the Braves, their division rival. The Tampa Bay Rays are not at full strength, but they're somehow finding ways to stay in the win column. So yesterday, it wasn't the most exciting W's of the season, but David Peralta's single in the 6th gave Tampa Bay a lead, so that trade is already paying dividends. The Rays bullpen ate the poor Jays alive over the final 4 innings. So in those 4 innings, they only allowed 1 hit, and they struck out 6 different Jays hitters. The Tampa Bay Rays are 55 and 49. Wander Franco is coming back, and they might get Tyler Glasnow back before the end of the season. And last but not least, the Yankees Yankees. Gerrit Cole must have seen that cheating video by Baseball Doesn't Exist, which was fantastic, by the way. Go watch it, because he was bad. Maybe he wasn't using that sticky stuff. I don't know what happened, but Suarez hit a 3-run moonshot. Silos made it back-to-back home runs, and you guys better start repenting now, because Jarred Kelenic hit a home run on a pitch that wasn't a fastball. That almost never happened, so at this point, it could have get much worse for Yankees fans, as Cole, he folded, and they were going up against Luis Castillo, who they wanted at the deadline. They got Frankie Montas instead, so that's not a bad consolation prize, but Castillo, he carved up 8 Yankees in almost 7 innings. The Mariners have a team that can compete with almost anyone. They just need consistency out of 3 guys: Robbie Ray, Jarred Kelenic, and Jesse Winker. If those 3 guys can come in clutch every so often, and the fact that they're getting Mitch Haniger back, the Mariners are going to be really good. Well, everyone, that is going to do it for today's recap. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and you guys know the drill. To end these recaps, we either show web gems or this day in MLB history. Now, before the web gems, A-Rod kind of owns August 4th in this day in MLB history. Back in 2007, he had his 500th home run, and then if we fast forward 3 years later, he had home run number 600, so he completely dominated August 4th. So that's going to do it for this day in MLB history. Enjoy the web gems.
To left center. What a play.
And Dubon looked like he was getting caught in between. Eventually had to throw his body at it.
To third, backing up is Machado. His throw picked by Bell on the other side.
Manny putting on a show down at the hot corner. Folks, I'm telling you, this is not...
Line picked by Mateo to Urias, and they got him. Are you kidding me? This infield is ridiculous. A double play, and just like that, the 6th comes to a close.
On one pitch, hit hard through the hole into left field. Kind of Falefa, pretty good speed. Winker retrieves. They're going to wave Connor Falefa. Here's JP's throw. They got a chance, and he is out.
Not afraid to see a lot of pitches.
That's a tough play. Grabbed by Walls, and the throw to first. Got it. Nice play indeed by Taylor Walls.
Really step into this throw like you would like because of the way he's going. Now you just got to turn and...
That's line to center field. Nimmo trying to close ground, and he dives, and he made the catch. Oh, wow. And save a run. This was phenomenal.
What a play.